The Bermuda Triangle. With vertices in Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, legend has it that dozens of ships and thousands of souls have met their end in those three corners. Some say it's aliens, some say it's the devil, and some say it's the 1892 with that inexplicably celebrated genocidal monster, Christopher Columbus. On a voyage to the New World, two strange things seemed to happen. There were eerie tentacles under the water that was rumored to trap ships at sea until the compass no longer pointed north. They seemingly traveled to a truly new world where normal rules did not apply. But really, those eerie tentacles were just seaweed, SpongeBob's drug of choice. The real reason so many ships seemed to stop moving in that area was weather, specifically a lack of wind, and that compass did point north. Magnetic north, not at the North Star, which is located above the geographic North Pole. Magnetic declination. The fact of the matter is, the north on your magnetic compass can deviate from true north by a few degrees to 180. It's science, not magic. History does not end there. On March 4th, 1918, the biggest non-combative loss of life in US naval history occurred right in that triangle. The USS Cyclops just straight up vanished with its 309-man crew without a trace. The US was caught up in World War I. They didn't have the time or the resources to host an intensive investigation. And when they did, it was too late. Although recent research shows that there was actually a storm on the Cyclops' path, one that was hardly registered on land, but would have been strong enough at sea to capsize the ship. However, the mystery of the triangle does not stop at sea. It hits the skies as well in one of the most famous disappearances. On December 5th, 1945, 5 planes took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, designated Flight 19. It should have been a routine patrol. Their equipment was in order, the weather at takeoff was fair, and the team of students were led by an experienced pilot, Charles C. Taylor. And yet, midway through their flight, Taylor radioed in to say they were lost. The sun was difficult to place, there was no land in sight, their compasses and clocks weren't working, the radio cut in and out until it just didn't cut back in. Another plane was sent out, but had no luck. Later on, someone would say it was like they flew off to Mars. Here's the thing. Taylor was an experienced pilot, but was new to the region. He tried his best to get a hold of the situation and listen to instructions, but the instructions wouldn't work if he didn't know where he was in the first place. Not to mention the fact that while the weather was great at takeoff, it quickly deteriorated with turbulent winds, and the plane that exploded while searching for them? That model was known as a flying gas tank. A cigarette was enough to blow the whole thing up, and the second plane, it was recalled due to nightfall. It didn't have the chance to find them. And that's the thing. The Bermuda Triangle is held responsible for the disappearances of dozens of ships and planes and the deaths of hundreds, if not thousands, of people. But it's not alien or supernatural. It's a combination of a highly trafficked area in a region known for tropical storms and turbulent currents. What sets the Devil's Triangle apart is misinformation. The legend exists because people want it to. They withhold logical explanations from themselves. From Christopher Columbus's crew telling these tales of eerie tentacle seaweeds to that YouTube channel that plays edgy techno music while listing their top 5 mysterious disappearances. Myth compounds on myth, and the truth can seem almost unattainable. But just like the Bermuda Triangle, the truth is out there.